According to Katie, the Southside Crips were pissed off with Puffy because they thought they were owed money. They thought they'd done a favor for Puff and Biggie by killing Tupac. And when they didn't get their money, they retaliated by killing Biggie.
One thing I can say about Biggie Small, nigga didn't run. He was just standing there. I saw Puffy run under and hid under a car.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive.
Who do you think murdered your son?
The truth will come out.
The truth behind Diddy being a scaredy cat has come to light. Reggie Wright Jr. has spoken up about the details of what took place in real time when Biggie was ambushed. Like the coward he is, Diddy hid under the car to protect himself while Biggie faced the enemy head-on and lost his life. Turns out the Golden Boy had more balls than Puffy had in a lifetime. Sit tight, guys, cause you are in for a rough ride. So without further ado, let's get into it. Reggie Wright Jr., a former gang member who was also a suspect in Biggie Small's murder, revealed some eye-opening information in an interview with The Art of Dialogue. According to Reggie, in the heat of action, when the bullets were wreaking havoc at the stoplight in Los Angeles, Diddy was running around like a headless chicken for cover. And in this panic, Diddy hid under Biggie's car to save himself.
So Puff Daddy ran and left Biggie there?
Well, he ran and got underneath the car.
Looks like Diddy's cowardice shines brightly when guns come out. No wonder Diddy was so scared of confrontation. But fans believe Reggie knows more than he lets on because he is afraid people will come after him, specifically watching Reggie and Ice Cube interviews. Their body language is screaming that they do not want to talk about it. They both know that anything they say can be very bad for them, whether it's the justice system or others involved in the murders that may come for them. Well, Diddy's thoughts about the feud are perplexing. He seems to be confessing that things were not supposed to be so bad. But they did, and now the whole rap industry is living the consequences. In an interview with Jimmy Kimmel Live, he said, "We were all scared. Sometimes things in your life could just get out of control, but we never wanted to have problems with each other. We were all fans of each other, and it was just something in that day and age that spun out of control. You gotta understand, that was one of the biggest things to happen in our culture. Right now, we're living in the results of hip-hop culture. Well, Diddy, the problems you talk about are the ones you made yourself. There is no doubt about that." The retired LAPD detective, Greg Kading, worked on the death of the superstar's cases for years and came to an unofficial solution. He concluded that the East Side had some unpaid debt to Southside Crips.
The Southside Crips were pissed off with Puffy because they thought they were owed money. They thought they'd done a favor for Puff and Biggie by killing Tupac. When they didn't get their money, they retaliated by killing Biggie.
After Tupac was killed by the Crips, things escalated pretty quickly. The tension was at its peak and everybody was waiting for the other shoe to drop. And the shoe did drop when Biggie came to California, which was the enemy's den without any protection. He was ambushed near the Peterson Automobile Museum at a stoplight, and Diddy hid under the car with his tail between his legs. Interestingly enough, Diddy was said to be the punch bag for Suge Knight by the people in the know. In an interview with The Real Gully TV, M. Curry recalled an incident in which Diddy was brutally beaten by Knight. He also mentioned in his book, Dancing with the Devil as well.
Forget smacking him. The nigga put the full Nelson. Yo, I'm telling you, you're not getting it.
He said
Put the full Nelson. He had Jake the Snake Robert like this.
Well, Mark was really enjoying retelling this incident. He enthusiastically relayed that Diddy was weak and a pushover, so he couldn't even get out of Suge's hold, no matter how much he tried. But then again, what could he even do when he got scared out of his mind whenever Suge's name came up? Even Keith D, his former gang member, knew that Diddy had Navy SEALs protecting him 24/7 because he felt continuously threatened by Suge Knight.
And this nigga had fucking Navy SEALs in the next room. They looked like the FBI with earpieces and everything.
And that was not the only time this physical altercation had happened. But if you think half Nelson's bad, you wouldn't handle the incident Keith Murray told us. According to Keith, there were actual punches involved when Suge came onto Diddy because some debts were involved.
Pow! Smack the dog out of Puffy.
Those sure are some heavy punches you talk about Keith. But the fans are rather skeptical of this incident because of his terrible illness, and they have no doubt that Diddy has something to do with it. Keith Murray is hilarious how he tells a story and stands up and acts it out in an interview. Keith Murray has me dying in every interview he does. Puff seems to have every artist he has dealt with publishing. Puffy is a snake. Puffy has always been behind or beside someone. He has never come out alone to play by himself, be it feud or his career. Just like 50 Cent said,
he's been standing next to something his entire career. Right. He stood next to Biggie. You put hot on him. That's the next to the fight if you want, right?
50 took it upon himself and dissed Puffy for being spineless in his 2006 mixtape Hip Hop is Dead, G-Unit Radio Part 22. He raps, "Who shot Biggie Smalls? We don't get them, they gonna kill us all, man. Puffy know who hit that in, man. Then in his soft, he scared them boys from the west side gonna break him off. Let's not forget Diddy also tried to assassinate Tupac in prison before he actually died in a hail of bullets in Las Vegas. Fat Joe helped Tupac escape a near-death accident when he was locked up. According to Joe, Diddy's people were making it hard for Tupac there. As per his nature, Diddy did not confront Tupac or any other person he had a beef with directly. He only tried underhanded ways to solve the problems for him. While Diddy was running away, Biggie would add diss verses in his own songs and fight head-on with Pac. In response to Hit 'Em Up, Biggie rapped on Hov's Brooklyn's finest. If Faye had twins, she'd probably have 2 packs. Get it? 2 packs? Despite Biggie's calm demeanor, he wasn't completely immune to the heat of the beef. But it was on Long Kiss Goodnight that Biggie reserved his most biting lines for Tupac. Diss lines like, "When my men bust, you just move with such stamina, slugs missed ya. I ain't mad at Chuck stroke the feud even after Pac's death." But Lil Cease gave an online pseudo-apology confirming that the lyrics were indeed referring to Pac. That was a one-nighter. That was about Pac. He had some shit at the beginning of that thought. Nobody heard it on the real. We had to change it. It was a little too much. I can't remember what Big said about him, but it was terrible. It couldn't make it. He didn't want to do it. He had some fire, but he didn't want to make it too much. He just wanted to address it and to let Naya know, I know what's going on, and I could get wrecked if I want to. Like, if I really wanted to get on you Naya's, I could. But now people from Diddy's inner circle like his ex-bodyguard Gene Deal are coming forward claiming that the hit was targeted at Diddy, not Biggie. He got intel before the incident that was why he tried to stop Biggie from attending the party.
They got a hit out on them bad boy niggas. He knew I was rolling with Bad Boy. Nobody was listening to me.
Unfortunately, nobody believed him at that time and carried out as Diddy had instructed. So it doesn't take a genius to know that Diddy already knew what was going to happen. Unlike others, fans believe everything that comes from Gene's mouth because his story never changes over the span of many years. As many times as I've heard Gene tell this story, it's almost like you're hearing it for the first time because of how articulately and vividly he shares the memories from that horrific night. Damn. And that is not all. Kurt Burrows revealed that their trip to LA was not planned, but Diddy talked Biggie into going in almost 2 weeks ahead of time at that.
He was talked into going to the LA portion of the trip.
Another key piece of information that Kirk revealed was that according to their schedule, Biggie was supposed to head to London where Clyde Davis has arranged a marketing campaign for Bad Boys. But as fate would have it, Diddy again intervened and called Kirk personally saying Biggie did not want to go there.
Sean, P. Diddy, whatever his name was during that time, he's not going to London. Call Arista, cancel it.
Whatever Diddy's deal was, no one can say for sure, but he surely did not want Biggie to grow. Well, no matter who killed Biggie and who was involved, the fans still mourn the death of Biggie Smalls with all their heart. No other rappers will get the same love as Biggie and Tupac after so many years. Straight up and down. To date, we still have millions speaking about them, and not only that, so many people still cry over them. Real love to the 2 greatest of all time. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.